When we're going through our big three exercises for spinal stability, there's a couple progressions that we should look at that'll give you a little more opportunity to both increase the challenge or maybe actually back it down a little bit so you don't irritate something else. When we go through our modified curl-up position where we're laying on our back with our painful side with the leg flat and our hands below the small of our back, our original goal was to just pick up that head slightly for 10 seconds. As we get better at that, we can increase the challenge by intentionally engaging your abdominals first and then picking up your head. And then we can increase that even more by doing that same sequence of engaging the abdominals, picking up the head, and now trying to pick up the elbows off the floor also. It gives us less support. Remember, we just want to pick it up just slightly. It doesn't need to be a curl up or a sit up type of maneuver. Just slightly that we're picking up that head off the ground. When we look at our side plank position, we initially started with our legs stacked and knees bent on top of our forearm, holding onto the opposite shoulder, and we just lifted up and held that for 10 seconds. We can increase the challenge of that slightly by putting our hand on top of the hip and lifting that up. As we get a little bit better, we can straighten out those legs and put one foot in front of the other in a heel and toe position, going back to the hand on the opposite shoulder and lifting up from there. And then we can progress it to the hand on top of the hip and lifting from there. Now, for some reason, you can't tolerate the weight into the arm, whether you have an elbow or a shoulder issue or anything else that's bothering you there. What you could do is just laying on your side, crossing your arms across your chest and legs stacked and straight, and then just try to lift both legs up off the ground. And you're gonna feel that on the top side now. So of course you wanna make sure you do both sides with those, but that will spare you if you have any elbow or shoulder or even neck issues on that side. The last one that we're gonna do is when we go through our bird dog exercises. If you're having trouble with putting weight, whether it's a wrist, hand, elbow, shoulder injury, you might want to just lift one leg and not lift the opposite arm, because then you're not putting so much weight into the arm when you're doing it. Or you might do just lifting one arm. You could also do, to make it a little bit harder, where once you get into that position where you're lifting one arm and the opposite leg, making a fist with that hand, and you can draw a box or a circle with that arm. You can also do the same thing with your leg. Try to draw a shape with that foot. And then if you're doing well, you can try to do a shape with both the arm and leg at the same time. All while keeping a neutral spine. So there's a couple opportunities to change the exercise a little bit that you can make it a little more challenging. There's a lot of variety that you can do with these positions, but that's some different things you can do easily at home to work on your spinal stabilization.